Hello everyone, we are going to go straight into the analysis for the week. And why do we do this? We do this to prepare ourselves for the next coming week. We do this to prepare ourselves for the week, obviously. So without wasting time, I'm going to cover a lot of instruments this time around, and that may make this video be longer than usual, but you can simply skip a particular instrument if that is not the type of instrument to trade. So without wasting time, we are going to start with USD JPY. Now, looking at this pair, why I'm coming to the monthly is this: we have the month of July here, which has ended. Okay, so we are starting a new month, and this is the first week, at least some days in, like 2 days into the new month. So we have to mark out some of our monthly levels that we might expect reaction. So the closest to the price is this level here, and then we have this level as well, but it has been touched once. After it was broken, it was touched. Now we can call this a second touch or something. Okay, these are my supply and demand zones. So this is my first monthly level that might prick my interest. If price come in here, we might see a form of reaction. But ultimately, if the market is moving from this level, I don't know if we have anything on the left. I think this is the all-time high, so there's nothing there. There's nothing else. So what I'm doing is simply marking obstacles that might prevent this bearish move to get to this point. So this obstacle is simply a price, a single price that might cause the reaction. So I have that level already. We are trading below this one here, or if possible I can use this first one. Why am I still looking at this first one? Because this month has not closed. So it's possible for price to do this and then reject. All right, but in a nutshell, we are bullish on USD JPY. This is a deep correction. This movement came in as a result of the intervention from Bank of Japan to try to strengthen the Japanese yen. So it took how many weeks of of gains? Okay, so if we go to the weekly, you can see that the market is still going deep. Okay, we started the journey here on the weekly, and then price closed below this weekly demand here. Price closed below that. So there's every possibility that we might be heading to this area on the weekly. So for me, if I'm to trade USD JPY, I will observe what price we do within the 4 hours time frame here. All right, especially when price trades back in here. This will be my areas for a buy: 145.761, 145.261. Sorry. Okay, because very soon all of these will be priced in. Fear that resulted in the shift of this. The reason is because there's what they call carry trade. All right, some people make money just by carrying trade, borrowing in Japan, investing in the US in this case. So when the Japanese yen increase their interest rate, they have to rush and sell the US dollar to pay up their borrowed sum. So those are fundamentals aspects. If you want me to discuss on fundamental analysis in this channel, kindly put it in the comment section. I will do my best to talk more of fundamentals, because this, immediately you saw that intervention, you should know that most of your bullish buyers should be cut short. Okay, so These are my regions here that I'll be looking to buy. So in the meantime, let's see if we can still jump into the short-term sell till we get here. If not, you wait. Patience is a skill, is a strategy when it comes to forex trading. Patience is a strategy. So when you go to your daily, as you can see, a free fall, sale happening, non-farm payroll, creating a weakness in USD economy, also push this to the downside. So as you can see here, we have this strong area, but price stay close below it. Wow, very interesting. Very interesting. So for me, I will favor this area. I will simply wait for price to try to do this and then push. Now, if I'm to come in around here, it all depends on the 4 hour. There will be some things I'll be looking for in the 4 hour that will now make me think of going bullish. But for now, you buying this pair is more like you catching a falling knife. It's more like you catching a falling knife. So let me just give you the clue here. If I see a reversal opening price form from year to year, I will start anticipating for a buy. Reversal opening price. For those of you that don't know what reversal opening price is, it's simply I want to see a red and blue candle here to the upside. Okay, the blue will be here. A bullish opening, reverse opening price simply means I want to see a blue candle after the red candle. So once that appears, I want to see it appear here, then I will anticipate for a rejection. Okay, one has to trade with caution here because buying now is more like you catching a falling knife. So for this, we simply wait for price to get here, or we wait and see if the 4 hour will give me a reversal opening price. So still on the yen pair, we look at CAD on the monthly. So on the monthly, we are trading around this demand price on the monthly. All right, this is the demand area on the monthly. Price is trading here. These are good place for you to start looking for buy. All right, these are good place for you to start looking for buy. And then we have here, let me simply put these two levels because price may say want to test and then reject. On the weekly, all these are perfect areas, but you can see price simply close below it. So that means whatever buy I'm looking for around there, I think I will wait a little and see what price does within this area, then probably reject. Now take note, the month can end up rejecting back, but for this week candle to close below this is a strong indication. So for me, I will need more price action in the coming week within this region and this region to see if I can get a buy. If not, we look for a sell opportunity and continue riding that trend to the downside. So on the daily, we don't have any fresh levels. Yeah, so what I will do, I will favor the sell into this region. So let's see if we can get an areas to short from. So for me, this area here will be a good area to continue the short to the downside. All right, if price come back up here, we may continue going intraday bearish till we get to the next place here. Just like USD JPY, I want to see a reversal opening price form before I can anticipate looking for a bullish trade. If not, we continue selling. NZD JPY, same thing across Japanese yen. This is strong Japanese yen. Now, for the strategy I trade, I usually say nothing sponsored this bearish move. Okay, nothing sponsored it. But the moment last month closed below this should give us some information that the price wants to get even lower. So what happened, if you notice, price straight back to this and then it's rejecting from it. So obviously our close target will be here, and then you go to your weekly, we close below this. So a retest of that, a retest of this may also sponsor the push down. All right, so for me, if you ask for my opinion, I would say you focus more on the sell within the 4 hours or 1 hour time frame, and once price gets here, these are intraday targets. So on the daily, areas, and we close below that as well. Wow, this is a strong bearish push, strong bearish push. So this will be the area. Even here is not convenient, so we look for bearish move. Obviously if price comes to this area, we try to do an intraday sell. The market is not ready for a bullish move yet. Okay, so it's always good you focus on the trend. So on this note, for re-entry, I may say you do here, but you might not be sophisticated enough on how to scalp from this level. So this area that's closer to the weekly supply is the area where you can start piling up more trades to the downside. All right, so from there, let's take a look at pounds USD. We are done with the Japanese yen. I think pounds JPY, right? That is pounds JPY. Okay, pounds JPY, then we move to US pairs. Same thing across board. Japanese strength coming in. So on the weekly, you can see it closed below our key areas. In this case here, it's trading currently here. So hopefully, I might be looking for a buy opportunity. Only once I get my confirmation, I will not be pulling the trigger just like that. It will be like catching a falling knife. But I have a fresh level, fresh demand here for me to take the price to the upside. Because all of this, to me, is simply correction. Then on the daily, let's look at that level. Yes, within the level is still for me, strong level for me to start looking for buy. So if price comes in here, we try to buy on intraday basis. All right, scalping on intraday basis. And then what do you target? You target your 4-hour reversal opening prices. Those are the areas you target, because price push open might move to the downside, because these are the obstacle preventing the upward movement in price. So the pounds JPY is interesting. It has a good setup for me personally, so I'll be interested in this area for a quick buy when next week starts. Okay, so let's go to pounds USD. Let's look at the USD pair. The USD pair, we start with this. On the monthly, nothing interesting aside from retesting this area here second time. So weekly, price is within my buy area, but okay, let me just put on this reaction. Sorry, wrong tool. yeah, on this reaction, yeah, then ultimately this area. All right, we don't have a strong reason for the sell. Yeah, so we don't have a strong reason for the sell there. And what next? We close below this level. Very important. We must establish that we close below. Let's take a look at it. Yeah, we close below, so price may reach even lower. So from your daily, yeah, this is interesting. The daily created a fresh demand for me. So if price can give me a retest here, I'm good. If price can give me a retest in this area, I'll be okay for a buy. And if I'm buying, I take note of this level. So it's an intraday buy. All right. Even though it might look like a swing, maybe I might hold it for 2 days, but I'll be looking at the 4-hour level to take out my profit. So what I'm expecting is price might come back into this zone. Once it come back to the zone, then I'll be opening for a trade. So this is a good trade setup for a buy on pounds USD. So Euro USD, we go to the monthly. Now the monthly, we have price currently rejecting off this spot. Yeah, so let's go to the weekly. So in the weekly, I don't know if price tap into this. Let's take a look at it. Yes, price tap into that. That is a nice one. So if I can get a rejection into this area, this is the best opportunity. Every other opportunity is good, but it's always important if you can get the best trading opportunity to trade to the upside. And where are the target? I'll be targeting this level here. Okay, I'll be targeting this level. If I can get an entry here, this was the best entry. Okay, but don't worry yourself if you can't get that entry, because I myself, I didn't take this trade yesterday. I was busy on something else. I didn't come up to the market during the New York session. So we will wait for price to come to this level, then we can start looking for trade opportunities. So that level, that was the weekly. So it's better I'll refine that area to this to this zone here. But the logic is, the moment price start approaching this area, you have to put in your thinking cap of going long. So that's Euro USD, AUD USD, AUD USD. We have this here. Do we have a tap in? No. Okay, so that's a fresh monthly level. A fresh monthly level is always powerful. So if price can come in here, boom, you buy, but obviously we'll not be buying on the monthly time frame. So let's find a way to refine that and give it additional context. So on the weekly, I'll prefer it to come back down to this level. On the daily, so for now, you can be looking for a sell. I think in my last video I talked about selling this. Now there's one thing about weekly analysis. You might get a bias of bullish for a particular currency pair, but during the week the direction might have met its target and there's need for re-evaluation. And for that, I created a newsletter where I'll be dishing out additional weekly information or additional weekly analysis. I call it the midweek analysis anyway, but that will be through the newsletter. So if you have not subscribed to the newsletter, check the link in the description and do that as soon as possible so that you will not miss the midweek analysis, just in case our bullish or bearish bias has met its target or has changed due to economic situation. So make sure you go to the link in the description and then join the newsletter. So, but since price didn't reject from this level, I will not be interested much in this. So I will continue selling till I get in here. Once I get in here and I see something like this coming up, then that is my demand to go long. So for now, we stay put. Now going back to NAS 100. NAS 100, I'm currently in a drawdown in NAS 100 because I try to get a buy. And you can see the week close bearish, and I'm not really happy with this closure, but no matter how it is, I will find a way to manage my trades. Okay, having a loss is not the end of the world, because all of this meets my criteria to look for a buy. So from the look of things, this closure isn't too good for me. It all depends on what Monday we do. If Monday push lower, then I will be out of that trade. So now this level is not fresh. If Monday can give me a push up and create a demand zone, then that will be my ticket to go long. Okay, then in the 4 hour, this is the first buy candle after all of this. I was expecting this to change immediately, touched here. For some couple of times it was showing some bullish trend, but it is what it is. Price decided to trade lower, but we have this here. So but this is not enough for me to call for the bullish trade. I need to see more price action before I call any bullish trade. And again, if you are short, the first target here has been met. Yeah, this was a target that was, if you follow my newsletter, we were shorting this till we get here. This is only where I was trying to look for a buy. Okay, so the target has been met. So if you are still holding to your short, which it makes sense to do, because price may also trade towards here or towards any of these demand turn supply here, and I can see price is trading on that. This is the second touch. So what happens within the daily, if I can see the demand area on the daily, then it confirms my push to the high side. I can rely on this also as a second touch and see if it responds, but I will need more price action. So during the week, once I see an opportunity, I will send it to those within the newsletter. All right, so make sure you don't miss it. Make sure you are part of the newsletter. Then US 30 is good. We go to the daily, monthly. Sorry, this is the weekly. This is nice. This is a nice area for me to start looking for buy. And on the daily, we rejected nicely on that level. Why I didn't take this, I was expecting price to come to this one here. Okay, this is more efficient for a buy, but price push up without me. But the market is still bearish. Okay, the market is still bearish, so it all depends. I would prefer this level to be tested before I anticipate any sell. So in the meantime, we wait here, and then we don't entertain much sell because you're already at the demand zone. So that is what I have here. The last one here will be on gold, the almighty gold. So gold created an all-time high last month, and this is the beginning of a new month. So gold is still very bullish on the monthly. On the weekly also, we broke above this weekly level where I was also anticipating for price to push lower. But this is a good one. So we are going to, these are my areas of interest now. This level, a touching here, and then we continue moving. So going to the daily, we have some nice daily levels here. So for me, remember, patience is a strategy. So these are my area I'll be looking at. These are my areas I'll be looking at. So if market can give us a push down into the zone, then I'll start anticipating for a buy. All right, these are my setup. So I need to wait for this to play out. Once it comes back down, I'll be looking for a buy. And also, I can engage in what is called edging. All right, I can look for sell into that area. All right. So for now, we can look for a sell here. From this level, I know I'm giving you a zone. You need to practice on how you refine this, but these are good areas to look for a sell into buy, and then you buy and continue going higher. If you have any question, don't hesitate to ask in the comment section. And as I said, I will try my best to be consistent going forward. There's a newsletter that I've created just for those who are serious and wants to take their trading to the next level. Join the newsletter so that you don't miss my midweek analysis. And if you are struggling for a scalping strategy, I made this video for you. Make sure you watch it.